Hello. And any moment now, my phone's going to be going off and it'll be 13:30 local Sidereal time. Welcome. I was born by the river in South Korea. And just like the river, I've been running ever since. Like diarrhea. I've been running like diarrhea. Oh my God. Like literally, though, because I've been processing shit. I've been processing shit. My own shit, my mother's shit, my father's shit, my sister's shit. I've been processing everybody's shit, but really I was processing my own shit this whole time. Like, I grew up, first off, I was born in Seoul, South Korea. So I'm a Seoul girl. And how fitting, because people used to nickname my father Belushi, John Belushi. Hey, John Belushi, what's up? I remember everybody in Glowville used to say, hey, John Belushi, what's up? You know, everybody in the neighborhood. And I'm a soul girl. I'm a soul girl. Dun, 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 dun. And I have a huge family. Probably on both sides. I really don't know my Korean side of my family well at all. I left South Korea when I was 1 month old and came to the United States. And I remember my mother said we lived in Junction City, Kansas for a while. And then we moved to Denver. And that's where I remember growing up. One of my earliest memories, we lived in the projects. And I remember my father drinking a lot. Thank you, Daddy. I love you. You helped me so much. I know. And my mother working a lot, I remember. Hi, Georgina. It's a spiritual awareness that's happening right now that's causing this whole conversation. But I'm being told to talk about it. So, one of my earliest memories when we lived in the projects was low income assisted living. And they were these big rectangles. And they were side by side. Each one had its own entrance. And I think one side had 2 steps and the other side had one of the building. I could be mistaken. I was really young. Later, when I got older, I actually asked my mother, how old was I when we moved out of those projects? Do you remember? And she said I was 5. And I have a lot of memories there. So that's the first place I recall living. No, mistaken. That was the other place. My bad. Okay, thank you. No, that was when we started messing with the nails and becoming ambidextrous by 5. The projects was by 3. Thank you. I'm so happy that you're here to correct me. Praise. 감사합니다. hmm. I remember I was playing in the grass in one side of the block of what was like an apartment of where we lived. Right outside the door, there was a little strip of sidewalk that would lead up to the door. And I was sitting off to the right on the side where the laundry lines were. So you could they had poles. Wow, I had forgotten about those. They had poles, T-shaped poles with the laundry, like 4 lines going across a wire. I had forgotten about that. And I was sitting in the grass, and I remember them coming outside and saying Aunt Viola had died. Aunt Viola was my dad's aunt. Aunt Vi had died. And I remember not being happy about it and not feeling good about it. But then feeling this awkward sense that I should feel worse about it because other people were really bothered by it. And I remember my sister, who is born May of 78, and she was born September of 80. So we're like a year and a half apart, a year and 10 months, I believe. And I remember her going into the fish tank. We had a rectangular fish tank. When I was a child, it seemed like it was this big, so it must have really only been like this big. And there was goldfish in there. There was a lot of goldfish in there. And, my parents left us home alone while they were gone, while they left to work. Or at least my mom was gone to work. My dad must have been working somewhere, but I don't know anything about my dad working. I remember him trying to keep a job, but it didn't work out. Trying to get a job, but it didn't work out. Anyways, sitting on the grass on the right side of the path, and I was playing, and I remember having my favorite toy I ever had. It was a little purse. It had like brush and comb and mirror. It had all these little beauty accessories in it, and I loved it. I loved it so much. And I was playing, and when they said Aunt Vi died, I remember feeling the emotions of the people around me. But being so young, I did not, I knew what was happening. I remember feeling my father's emotions. And it's really literally until this moment that I'm channeling this out that I oh, thank you. That I am putting this together as my first time I sensed another person's energy. I always thought it was later on in high school in my freshman year, so there's like this whole time gap that I didn't like really. But where I knew that I had interesting consciousness way back then, living in the projects, so somewhere before around 3 years old. My parents were gone. My sister had gotten into the fish tank. I remember it being, I believe it was positioned by the front door, and my sister brought these little goldfish to the kitchen table. And she began to pick them apart with chopsticks. And when I found her, because we were by ourselves, like she was doing her own thing. Her recollection to me about this later is like way different than mine. Like we don't remember it the same. But okay, it's all good. My recollection and my experience is the one I'm speaking about. And no judgment on her, because man, we could all go through the same thing and experience it completely differently. We could all sit in the same room and watch the same thing happen at the same exact time and have a completely different story to relate about it. And I'm so aware of that. And I remember this fish thing, and I remember not liking it and not feeling right with it. It unsettled my soul. I didn't like that. Later in my life, a person who is very significant in my life told me that in a past life, I focused on protecting the earth, not the people. I focus on safeguarding the animals and the forests and all that nature is. And near the end of my journey, I had realized that the only way I would effectively be able to aid Gaia and all of the natural creation of God would be to enlighten humanity, because Gaia is fine left to its own, as this little experience has clearly shown. We saw the news reports as shown on YouTube because we do not submit to programming. And they showed China, the air over it, months ago before they had their quarantine. So here's the clue. That quarantine cleared the air over China and every other city it happens in. It clears the air quite literally of toxins and poisons that lead to animalistic tendencies in humans, like that which we described there, although that was exhibited by a very small toddler. She was just a baby. But it was there as a lesson for me, as was everything that she do and be has been a strong lesson for me. This is why we love her so much. We really love her. You want to know why? Just look out and catch a glimpse of a bluer sky. Listen to the new way that the birds sing. Can you hear when we raise our voice how the crystal singing bowls ring? because it's vibrating in resonance as you are. We've been asked to soften our tone. Now that the ear has been finely tuned and honed, the messages come clear and swift. And there is beauty in this. Just breathe with us for a minute. Connect yourself to the clean air that is available to you now in abundance everywhere. That is life force that you channel. Expect some upgrades, some settling in coming days into your new life. Free from worry and strife. As you've connected with the divine mind, and you know now everything flows in divine time. And what is divine time but a perfect alignment of energies that are ready to produce all that you please? Hold your head up straight. Straighten your posture. Sit as though you sit according to your worth. That which came with you here from your very physical 3D birth. Remember who you are. You are love, as is all divine mind. Love. And right now, love is perfectly timed. As the programs and filters are removed, like the toxic pollutants in your air, we breathe deep of the purity of the self of which we have become aware. Many of you have felt tested, and from all this, you'll now get a respite. A chance to chillax quite a bit. Doesn't it sound like exactly what you needed? $1,000 a week of pay, or would it be $1,000 a day? What would it take for you to find your respite, your chance to chillax. In this place, you have ease, and love can flow with ease. Breathe deep. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do to be the grounding anchor for the world all which surrounds you of the new energy. We thank you with our heads bowed. We thank you here verbally out loud for the way you play in your everyday brings so much light to so many. This is why, as this channel has been speaking for you, you are the salt of the earth. You have the preserving quality. And what is it that you are preserving? It is love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Scattered like the salt on earth, you are preserving love, praise. You came in to flood the planet with an anchor, somewhere where this love energy could ground itself down, something to latch onto. Like Sam Smith's song. We like that one so much. Think about those lyrics the next time you listen to that song and apply it to this energy, as that was a channel message that he did receive. Yes, you are the screw into the old age that brought in the new age. Much like a tense has a spike that sticks out from the ground above into the light. That's what each of you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without each of you, it would have never gotten this far. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 감사합니다. 감사합니다. Y gracias. Dankeschön. We're so thankful and grateful because of you and all the hard work you chose to do. You anchoring in the love energy, brand new. Praise. In each and every one of your days, that's exactly what you have done. You found a way to praise. And on the toughest days, you still found at least one every day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a blessing that never goes away. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. And now we're getting our channeling on. Praise. So if you have a question, we would love to be able, available, and willing to respond. And we are, as we always are. So maybe you're not live with us tonight for this 13:30 Sidereal time channeling message. But when you do find it, write us, email us, get it to us, and we will do what we can. And we are talking about subjects of human interest that empower ourselves if we could just get to the solution. If we could just clarify our mind. Mm. Trust and believe this whole experience is divinely designed. And yet and still you all carry your own free will. Because like the Bible said, if I did not speak, the stones themselves would cry out, because we're just going with the energy. And when you choose to align yourself, it's the energy that you be. How interesting that on her 4th day on the heart chakra for her world, because in her world, it's not the next day until she's rested. She has not done that yet. It's still heart chakra day, even though she thought about putting on something a little more fancy. As the heart must be opened, the heart must be opened. The heart energy must be flowing in a clockwise direction. This is the flow of the energy in and out, like the sacred spiral of life. It flows into you and out of you, through you, in essence. As the spiral never breaks, you're just the center point of it. As a matter of fact, it's not even just you, as this channel has revealed to you. It is each of your atoms and others as well, in other places, in other ways. This energy is very real these days, as the love energy has been anchored in different ways by the preceding generations to the best of their capacity. It is always the wish of a loving parent that their child progress even further to attain greater heights than they ever could, and it fills them with such satisfaction and appreciation and admiration, and that one word, pride. And maybe for some of them, it's too much pride, and this is why they had died. The levels that you attain might have caused too much pride. But all pride aside, you've anchored in this new energy. It's the truth of what you do and be. And now the times are changing. This channel has known for a long time that life would be rearranging. She sensed it as a very young child. And she didn't know that in every move she made, no matter how wild, she was preparing herself for this day, for this time. Which time? The now time. The time that we are in. Now we really begin to do the work. The one that matters most. Yes, we love it when you have reasons to toast and you put a smile on your heart. But all those answers that this channel has provided before were in your very own heart. Did you identify that yet? Didn't you always know the right answer that she was going to pull out of those cards? You can find evidence of us if you try real soft, not real hard. This world has gotten you so attuned to the hard energy. And we want you to see that it is in the softness where there is more receptivity. So we're softening this channel just as you are softening your hearts. Now is the time. And we are so thankful and grateful for your presence with us during this 1330 Sidereal time. Wow. 2 minutes ago was 1330 Sidereal time. And we read for 15 minutes on either side. No, we did not read. We channeled. Thank you. But we want to read anyways because we like reading. So let's read right quick in a hurry while this thing is still potent. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Lester Scott. Let the fun begin, or at least the fun that I realize. I love touching cards. What can I say? I've had, have I ever told you guys that I've had, I want to say 3 different dreams that were like, I could strongly recall 2 because I wasn't reminding myself, was not telling myself at the time that I needed to recall the things that I dreamt about. And so I didn't always remember all my dreams, but I got that real strong and it really working. So, hey, anyways, where I had tarot cards. And it was like, in one of them, I had my tarot cards in this tattered, like a box, a slim shoe box, like for Converse or something, like OG Cons, All right. Let's see what comes out. We're going to use this deck again. We're going to use this, Animal Spirit deck. Lester Scott, what do you want to talk about? We're ready. Are you ready? I'm like so energized. I'm so, my back. I'm not used to sitting on the floor. Let me sit differently. Hold on. I'm going to sit a little differently. Yo, it got chilly for a second there. Yes, my mom and dad are here. They're always here. For those of you who didn't know, I don't know if I've ever actually said that out loud on the show. But yes, my mom and dad are always with me. They are definitely my guides. Like, they are my guides. Everything, everyone is my guides. Lester's God is my guide. How could anything not? Anyways, whatever. We're going to leave that alone for now. All right, this is what we're going to do. Let's see what wants to come out. Lester's God. What are the messages for us at this time, Lester's God? Okay, 3 shuffles down. Thank you. For the Trinity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For, the body, the heart, mind, and the spirit. for the past, present, and the future. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Lustrous God, what are the messages? What are the messages? What do you want to talk about? Thank you, thank you, thank you. What do you want to talk about? Who do I have with me? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who's live with me right now? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Lustrous God. What do you? Thank you. Here we go. Wow, the earthworm. This morning I pulled a card for myself from this deck, and this is the card that I got. Oh my God, I see 2 circles of ancestors around you. And loved ones, and yeah, but ancestors in particularly. Wow, okay, thank you. Whoa. So, okay. Okay. The smaller circle in the center is the ones that you never knew in any type of way. And they are the ones that are like on the other side of Christ on earth time. So we're talking BC times, right? Is a small circle. The large circle is everyone since then. Okay. And you are standing in the center of 2 circles of ancestors at all times. And so is everyone on earth. This is why we are and have channeled for so long, I'm hearing, completely autonomous yet simultaneously connected. Okay. So we're talking about our connection to our ancestors. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Thank you, too. You want to play? It's like, what time is it in the morning here? 2 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, okay. What else do you want to say, Lustrous God? What else do you want to say? What do you want to say on this 1330 Sidereal message? We got the connection to the ancestors, and the next message we have is the lizard. The lizard wants to eat the earthworm. The lizard wants to eat the earthworm. The lizard thinks that the earthworm is quite delicious. And we are speaking of reptilian energy, is what I hear. Is that right? Okay. The bottom of the deck is a swan. First off, connection to my mother. This was my mother's jade necklace. I've had it. And this was her pearl set that I've been wearing. I've had it. It called out to me. The swan, this is my mom. She wants to talk. You know what I'm saying? Mommy wants to talk. Love you, mommy. But look at the reflection here. Now, what I was getting about the swan is that, is it true that the ugly duckling was a swan? Are swans born black and then become white? Because what I feel is the light is reflecting and expanding and multiplying, and the lizard wants to eat the earthworm. But it's tightly protected, and what shields it is its ancestors. And what is it? It's us. Wow. Okay. Real humans, real humans, real humans, literally is what I'm hearing. Real humans. Okay. What can we expect, Lester Scott? What's the next message you were going to give us? Whoa, the cheetah. Oh my God. Whoa. Okay. So look at the way these cards look. I hope you can see what I see. We have a lizard that wants to eat the earthworm. The cheetah doesn't care that the earthworm is there, but the cheetah is not interested in the earthworm. And in this sense, I'm getting the cheetah as like a guardian of the earthworm, because somehow this earthworm, serves the cheetah, blesses the cheetah. And look at this light in the center of the earthworm. Somehow the earthworm is the reason this cheetah is surrounded in these light colors. And the cheetah likes the way it is. And so it's going to run and grab the lizard before it gets the earthworm. So this message is saying, help is on the way. Help is already in play. Whatever you need will be provided to you this day. Trust and believe, brothers and sisters. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir, ma'am. Whoa, I just looked at the bottom of the deck. And earlier, when I pulled a card for me this morning, I saw this card and I heard expansion. That's what I heard. Expansion, emotional expansion, I'm hearing now. Divine, the same as the stars up above are messages of guidance and blessings and miracles and all of these beautiful things. Likewise, the stars of the water, like, do you not think that they are important as the stars in the sky? Because, where did my swan go? Where did my swan go? How did that happen? You guys, there was a swan here. I don't remember moving them. But okay. Where is my swan? Whoa, okay. Well, there is a mirroring reflection, is what we were getting ready to say. Where's the swan? There's the swan. How did you get in there? Oh, okay. The swan was nestled between the shark and the scorpion. Oh. And I hear the swan was in between a rock and a tough place, a rock and a hard place. Like you got to choose the scorpion or the shark. Which do you choose? Well, the swan is here. And as above, so below, as above, so below. And we channeled that some of your parents had to die. Some of your loved ones have died. And you know what? They want you to know. That's the circle around you that protects you. They are your energy. They're with you all the time. As above, so below. You are, thank you. You are of the same family. In other words, you are of the same family. And assistance is on the way. You have no idea. And no coincidence, because everything happens for a reason, right? Did you hear the emergency vehicles from outside my window? Because I do. Help is on the way. Lester Scott, would you like to clarify these messages a lot more for us? Thank you. Yes, I would, says Lester Scott. Would love to. Before I do that, look, I almost shuffled them Really? Is that what you want me to do again? But why? Because you like flipping the cards over. Okay, cool. Oh, thank you. Okay. What are the messages to clarify the earthworm? First card out. The Two of Swords. This Two of Swords came out facing me, not back to me. So we know about this right here. And we already identified that the earthworm was us. And we talked about two circles of ancestors, right? And look, there are two swords, not one, there are two swords there. So two. But also, this person isn't moving. Have a seat. Have a seat. Sit still for a while. You still got your night clothes on. What you need to put some fancy clothes on for? I mean, if you like it, that's fine. But, you could stay in your nightgown. No big deal. Just have a seat. Hold on to those ideas. Hold on to those plans for just a moment. There's some things coming that you can't see. There's some things coming that you can't see. Okay, tell me more about this, Love Source God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. We have facing us, your ships are coming in. You already know they're off to shore. Like they're off the shore, not off to shore. They're off. Okay, so they've been off to shore and they're now off the shore. You can see your ships pulling in, energetically so. You can feel it though. The Six of Wands wants to speak to you and let you know that yes, this is going to take away a lot of your struggles. This is going to give you the opportunity to move forward valiantly and gallantly. Victoriously. Because you the winner, I win type energy, right? And as I put it down, I'm going to pick them up exactly how they are here down. Victory over what? The lizard. The lizard does not get to eat the earthworm. The earthworm wins. And how interesting is that? That the little most helpless of all of these creatures, we have a lizard, an earthworm, and a cheetah, is where the win comes in. The final clarifier for the earthworm is the Page of Cups. I see you, little earthworm, like the fish. Because remember, we're talking water, right? The starfish was there. We talked about the mirroring and the emotional realm and the star of emotions, which is the same as the star is in the upper earth land-based realm. We have our sky with our stars. They have the ocean floor with its stars. And they shine above the fish that swim within the ocean, much like we walk upon Gaia, and they shine above us. So, actually, in them, it's the opposite. Because the fish are usually more shinier than the starfish. A lot of the fish are a lot more. Okay, anyways. There's a reason for that too. It'll come out at some point, I'm sure. You've been protected. Humanity is being protected like the little fish in the cup. And this fish is in the cup. Stay in the cup. Do not jump out of the cup. You are like being suspended in suspended animation for a purpose to protect you from this ugly shit that wants to come in. You see that big old, and the wave is beautiful. Please don't judge. Leave the judgments out. And we need to do better at that too. But, anyways, it's a big wave of emotion coming. Oh, oh, oh my God. Okay, so literally, people, we've talked about this. We've seen this coming for a long time. We said you were on the leading edge of creation as far as this evolution work. Learning about emotional mastery, you're there, you're there, you're there. You've been there, and you were always quite alone about it. You were in touch with your intuition where other things were going on with them, and they think that we're special because we can channel and because we can get in tune with our intuition. And we, though, know and try to share that, yeah, anybody can really unlock this potential. It is every human's ability if they would choose it. So here's the thing. You've been scooped up out of the ocean and safeguarded in this cup while this huge wave comes in to create this cleansing. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a truly beautiful thing because this child is so happy. And I see this child, as we're talking about in the water realm. Oh, that's that Christ consciousness coming through. Love it. He was the fish, right? Now you're the fish. And he's the big child that gets to hold you in the cup and protect you. This child is about 12 years old, and when Jesus was about 12 years old was when he was lost, and he told his mother when they found him in the temple teaching the rabbis, he told him, why didn't you think to search in the house of my father? Likewise, we are in the house of the Father, and it is not a physical place. Jesus kept trying to get people to understand it's not about a physical place. It's about a state of mind. It's about an energy. And with it comes emotional mastery that is possible for every human you will ever see in the 3D. But you know who it's not possible for? This is cold-blooded, literally, the reptilians. It's not possible for the reptilians. Remember, everything is on purpose. Nothing is on accident. They are cold-blooded, man. They cold-blooded. It's not possible for them. Interesting. So, the bottom of the deck we have right now is the King of Pentacles. That's Gaia. Gaia, this is the deck I had when the Emperor and the King of Pentacles had a conversation. And they said, you know what? We done had about enough of this right here. And yeah, the energy is strong enough. Let's put it into action now. And I channeled during that same message, there would be a redistribution of wealth and power. And yes, Gaia is here overseeing everything, as Gaia is not an inanimate object, people. At our core, we have a heart. At Gaia's core, her heart is made of lava, is what I hear. That's her blood. But at her core, she has energy, and it radiates out from her too. And Gaia oversees what's happening on Earth. Wow. And what is your safeguard? To sit in that Christ consciousness energy. Stay in the cup. Don't worry. They'll put you back in the sea once the waters have calmed, once the tsunami has passed. Wow, that's why we had that huge tsunami situation before in the physical. Gaia was preparing us for that was a physical illustration of this here spiritual situation This is what the fuck is going on earth. Excuse me, get back into your calm, nice feminine energy. Okay, put that masculine shit aside for right now. Okay. There were still people left after the tsunami, but the structures were destroyed and many did lose their lives. Their intuition tried to guide them someplace safe. They had the idea. You have no idea how many people passed. And many of them heard, hey, maybe I shouldn't go there today or at this time of the year, or maybe we should get out of here, or I don't know what. But that's what we're hearing. It's like many of them had that. But those who were not receiving, they were not in receptive mode with the divine telecom system that is your crown chakra, third eye. Now, you are in alignment with that divine energy. And what you are about to witness is a huge consciousness shift in humanity as the singing bowls are ringing from this beautiful conversation. You're going to witness a change amongst the nation. You're going to see a huge change. And so you have been preserved. First off, you did the anchoring work as was shown during the channel message. And so as you have done the anchoring work, what you did was connect to Gaia. You're on that vibration. That's how you anchored it, by matching Gaia's vibration. By raising your vibration. Okay, and I'm hearing some of you aren't quite yet a match who will find this show, who will receive this message. But the thing of it is, your energy is reaching that direction with such a proclivity that you're in enough receptivity. It does not matter where you're at on the journey. It matters that your energy is reaching for it now from wherever you are. Likewise, during the tsunami, if many people's lives were spared because they were hugging onto a tree. Now, what do you think of tree huggers? I'm just saying. We ain't doing nothing serious here. We're just playing in these energies, responding to the vibration that you be. Praise. You are being preserved. You have anchored this energy. You've already dealt with these things that these people are going to be dealing with in these coming days. And so as you guys have been doing the karmic clearing energy, very strong family karmic clearing karmic cycles, making better choices than the ones that you used to, and realizing like, whoa, there's a pattern. This is something I continually do. Yeah, you ain't doing that no more. And the thing of it is, you're going to see, just like the rising of this tide, you're seeing it already. Hello. And there's a bit of a swell there, but then it'll calm down and you are the anchor. So just chill. I got you, God says. Front, back, side to side, up, down, and all around, baby. Like Luster Scott says, I got you. Just chill. Sit in this cup of love for a minute. And that's why it's always been, you got to jump into your Ace of Cups. And that's why the Ace of Cups was the item that I chose to put behind that peacock over there. Yay. You needed to jump on in the cup of self-love. If you're sitting in that cup of self-love and you've actually learned how to master your emotions to some level, you're doing the best you ever could, and you've like actively been consciously choosing it as opposed to blaming others. We've been talking about triggers. Yeah. You're being held in this cup so that you can continue the work that you do. Because all these people, if you look at that wave, each droplet of water that composes this collective wave is another human who is waking up, who is going to be looking for some assistance as they go through these challenging times. So now is the time to get your minds, your actions, your investments aligned with this. It is in harmony with the divine mind that you prosper. It is good and right that you have talents for which talents may be exchanged, and maybe your talents are helping a person get their mind rearranged. Maybe you're a bit of a mind mechanic too. This is just something that we do, and we just happen to be really good at it because we had to do it on ourselves. And so, in the days to come, my dear earthworms, and they say you're earthworms because, yeah, you'll go out in society and stuff, like you'll see worms together or whatever, but when they dig their hole, they dig their hole on their own, you know? And you'll go into your own hole sometimes. And in there, you'll go into the dark and you'll go into the deep. And you'll sit with your intuition. You'll sit with your shadow energy. You'll sit with yourself. You'll sit with yourself. And in that, you'll continue to brighten this light, creating the connection between you and your ancestors, between you and the light, unless there's God. And Gaia is sitting here saying, yeah, I got you. Don't worry, I got you. You're good. You're good. I saw, ooh, this is speaking to me strong right now, though, because I had to go by my studio today for a minute just to check on things because I ain't been over there and I'm not used to not being over there like that. I'm like, shoot, I got a whole investment over there. Like, I should go check on it. So I went by my studio and the neighbor was there and she had a mask on. Her children didn't have masks on, but she had a mask on. And I was like, oh, now they want to make this an ageist thing? Dude, it's about your crown chakra. Where's your crown? I'm just saying. Anyways, so she asked how I was doing. She asked about the family. I'm like, yeah, we blessed. We good. We actually vibing real high, feeling fantastic. I'm getting all into my spiritual work because that's like my main focus. That's all I'm really doing right now. And so, yeah, time to go all the way. It's time to go all the way, people, into your spiritual focus. Whoa. Epic. Wow. Okay. Heard. I just got some guidance I've been needing. Wow. Okay. Get ready for some good times, guys. We did our hard work already. It's going to be easier than it's ever been before. And it's going to continue like a slide. I see sliding in, I see us gliding in, easing into this energy. I see us easing into this place where we're just protected and blessed and looked after and abundantly provided for and prosperous, and we just bump into the right people at the right time. Like, oh my God, I told one of our butterfly masters, like, she's a two-timer to the Love, Peace, and Happiness retreat. And I told her today, I was like, she sent me pictures of some designs that she did, apparel, and it's epic. And I know that when people look at it, they're going to want it. And I'm like, man, I'm thinking to that's why I wanted to call her. But now I need to call her. Like, dude, it's going to be epic. What do you do? What is your intuition telling you? Boy, oh boy, oh boy, do what you do. And this is what I do. This is what I do. I love singing bowls. I love tarot cards. I love channeling. And I really love my mommy's jades and her pearls right now. And I always, since I was a little girl, I always had this fascination with wearing a thing up here. And at whatever chance I had an opportunity, I would adorn my head here. And my mother literally said, "Put that necklace up there." I was like, "Okay." And what do you know? It sits, And so, yeah. I remember my mama telling me because this necklace was broken for years before she died. And she had it in a little Ziploc bag. And when I put it together, I put it together from that same Ziploc bag that my mother's hands had touched, and energy is real. So that was pretty dope. But the Jades were calling out to me one night. They were like, you need to make a necklace right now. So I went into my box of my mother's jewels, which she insisted come to me. I was to have all her jewelry. Oh my God. I've gotten so many personal downloads tonight. Oh my God. I'm so thankful and grateful. Oh my God. Okay. Anyways, and so I put it together and I've been wearing it every day. And it's interesting because I use it like prayer beads, like the Buddhists or the Catholics do, with my thank you, thank you, thank yous. And I think about what I'm thankful for. And so today I was guided to put it on this way. And I feel like I need to always put it on this way, is what I'm getting. So yeah, but I have a real, I've always had that, and different Halloween costume, whatever. Anyways, I'm rambling now. You get the point. I'm wearing the thing like this. I love it. It's amazing. It feels amazing. And that's my mama's jade and my mama's pearl. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being. I'm sure that you got something out of the messages, probably a whole lot for those of you who've been watching it from start to finish. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for all of you who will find this later, everything is always happening in the perfect way, in the perfect time. One thing I know is this is all by divine design. On the time that this message is being recorded, I have 2 live viewers, and I had a peak of 3 viewers. So when you get to this point of this video, do me a favor and put in a comment of how many views it has. So that way, there will be a permanent marker of the day and how this energy is expanding and how this starfish is taking over and it's work. Get back into your feminine energy, girl. So, yeah, that would be pretty awesome. I would love to see that. It would really delight me to see as this energy grows, and and that's the blessing in these shows, is I'm going to be able to look back over the years and see how this consciousness has grown. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being on the leading edge. What you do is important. We absolutely love and adore the part of us that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at lphcheryl.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kamsahamnida y gracias.